Congrats. So you finally finished your architecture school. Congrats on that one. So now, probably medyo nalilito ka on ano nga ba yung gagawin ko for the next couple of weeks or months. Ngayon na tapos na ako with my architecture school. Actually, those things cross my mind as well. Like, magpapahinga ba muna ako or chill ba muna ako? Or should I already look for a job? Baka maging tambay lang kasi ako eh. And nagsasabi naman na may board examinations. Ano yung board examinations? And so, in this video, we are going to be talking about what to do after architecture school. So, let's go. Hopefully. Okay, so now the scenario is you just graduated your architecture school. For example, this is you graduated. This is you right now. I can give you two scenarios. I won't be able to give you every possibilities that might happen. Pwede kang maging artista, pwede kang maging social media content creator, but this is probably some of the common routes that we can choose, okay? One is to be a licensed architect. Probably this is also yung route na gusto mong i-take or even your friends. Yan. Isa to sa pinaka-common and ito rin yung route na pinili ko is to be a licensed architect after graduating. Or just a different different career. Because it is really possible for you to have a different career after passing your architecture school. So two possibilities to. There are millions or even billions of possibilities after passing your architecture school, pero ito lang yung magiging discussion natin for this one. And I'll try to be as accurate and as fast as possible. So if you've chosen to be a licensed architect, apologies for my handwriting, baka sabihin nyo, si architect, ba't ganito yung sulat? Well, yun talaga. One of the things that you should be aiming for is what we call the diversified architecture experience. Requirement to para makapag-take ka or for you to be eligible to take the board examinations. Definitely, there's a lot more of other requirements that you need to accomplish. Pero ito yung isa sa, I guess, one of the actionable step that you can already take. Ang minimum requirement ito is 2 years or 3,840 hours. There's different subcategories for this one. For example, is to do interiors, site visits, drawing. Isa to sa pinaka-common, definitely. You need to be able to draw. You need to be able to understand permits, yung pamamalakad natin, and the career. Definitely, ibang-iba yung nasa school from the real world. Lahat yan for 2 years. But taking the diversified architecture experience doesn't mean na architecture apprentice lang yung magiging role ko. Madami kang possible na maging role, tapos i-indicate mo lang siya as your experience. Okay, so these are some of the things. For example, architecture apprentice. You could also be a CAD draftsman. Then yung architecture apprentice kasi is yung buong kalawakan na siya ng mga other stuff that you need to be doing. You can also be a visualizer or renderer. You could also be a site inspector, researcher, admin support, cost estimator. Kung for example, gusto mo maging specialized on those things. But ang suggestion ko is to be an architecture apprentice. Kasi ito gives you the general things that you should be doing sa architecture apprentice. Basically, ito yung pinaka kalahatan niya. But that doesn't mean again that ito lang yung role na kahanapin mo. Okay? You can be a draftsman. Sometimes kasi naapektuhan lang tayo ng labeling eh. Or even again, cost estimator. And so on. So after your diversified architecture experience, ang need mo is to prep for licensure exam. Pangit talaga ng sulat ko. Okay. So preparation, meaning na check mo na to, you have other lists of requirements for you to be eligible to take the board examination. This doesn't mean that you've already passed. Kumbaga, may susi ka lang dun sa pintuan, pero di ka pa nakakapasok sa pintuan. And for you to get the key, there's a lot of requirements. We're going to have a different video on that one. But you need to prepare. Are you gonna self-review? Self-review. Or review center. And other requirements. This is yung route na pinili ko is both of these things, self-review and review center. So actually, just a quick story. Ang nangyari sa akin for this one is dapat nung July pa ako nag-take or June. Pero na-realize ko na hindi pala ako seryoso with my reviews. Which is dapat we are committed. Kasi parang 6 months yon, sometimes 6 months, 3 months yung review time ng isang reviewer sa isang board examinations. And so once you've already prepared every requirement that you need to do, definitely we can take the board examination. Yan. Ready ka na ba? Board examinations. Given to say that you've finished this one, actually you're already a license. Definitely, kailangan mo pa ng kapag na-pass mo siya. Passed. Yan, sarap mo. Need mo definitely mag-oath taking. Make sure na hindi mo ito masiskip kasi if you don't do the oath taking, you won't be an architect. Definitely you need a PRCID and those stuff. You're now a licensed architect. And so what? After ka maging licensed architect, now what? You can build your own career. You now have a different things to do. Pero licensed architect ka na. And meaning na licensed architect ka na is you're able to sign your own designs or plans. To be honest kasi may mga iba-iba dito in the Philippines that signs off drawings of other people na hindi naman nila gawa. When it's not okay under our law. By the way, meron akong singaw kaya ako nahihirapan magsalita. Pero another by the way is if you haven't clicked the subscribe button, click the subscribe button to see more architecture-related videos. After building your own career, make sure na meron kang student mindset. Hindi porket tapos na ako sa college, hindi porket tapos na ako sa examinations, ititigil na ako sa pag-aaral. Architecture is very, very wide in terms of different things. From materials to technologies, even the softwares that we use. Nag-upgrade every year yung AutoCAD or Revit or SketchUp. Every year, it upgrades. So kapag maging complacent ka lang, for example, hindi, magaling na ako sa AutoCAD 2016. Yun lang gagamitin ko habang buhay. Those people na have a student mindset compared to you na fixed mindset ka lang, matatalo ka for sure kasi those people continues to learn different softwares. And this doesn't mean na dapat alam mo lahat ng software. Rather, dapat kaya mo lang matuto ng ibang software compared to other people. Or kaya mo lang mapag-aralan yung iba-ibang interfaces ng iba-ibang softwares. So that one. So going back here, we have discussed yung route mo if you're a licensed architect. Again, going back to this one, architecture experience, prep for licensure examinations, different requirements for that one. Ito, matagal to, 2 years to. It's not just, dahil chinek-check ko lang na sobrang bilis, it's easy as 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you'll be experiencing a lot of things for this one, site, office work, puyat ulit, examination, preparation, review center. Wala kang income nito. Dito, you will take the board examinations one time. You can retake if you don't pass. And then, oath taking, now you're a licensed architect. So we have checked on this one. And second is a different career. So what do we mean by different career? Well, here, Sige, susulat ko na lang dito. Definitely, not take the ALE. Wag muna. Kumbaga, hindi mo na mag-focus dun sa 2 years of diversified experience. Gusto ko lang mag-chill. Gusto ko lang talagang mag-work. I don't know what's your motivation, like, yung main purpose mo or yung motivator mo on why you're working may be just money, external validation, labeling ng kung ano tawag sa'yo, or just to really discover other creative careers muna. So ito, I will be showing you this one. So when you not take the ALE, there's a lot of lists that you can take first. For example, CAD draftsman, visualizer, renderer, BAM specialist. And these things doesn't require you to be a licensed architect. So you can be a coordinator, draftsman, architecture illustrator. Probably you're good in inking, sketching. You can also be an architecture photographer. I'm saying these things kasi, again, yung pinaka-common thing that we do once we finish our architecture school is, gusto ko na agad maging licensed architect. But what's the purpose of you taking your board examinations? Is it because your parents wanted you to be a licensed architect? Or gusto mo ba talaga? Gusto mo bang mag-practice ng magiging solo architect? Or gusto mo ba magkaroon ng firm in the future? The licensure examination will always be there. Pero yung mananatili is yung experience mo or the things that na napagdaanan mo. And so, may it be na magkaroon ka ng ibang career or mag-take ka ng examination right away and you focus only on this goal, kumbaga tunnel vision ka on this one, there's nothing wrong on these two things. Pero yun. I'm saying these things kasi definitely when I finish graduating or I finish my architecture school, immediately I wanted to just be a licensed architect. But in reality is, wala masyadong difference if you're working for another company. If you're a licensed architect and hindi ka licensed architect, you're still producing drawings. You're still communicating with clients. Definitely, of course, meron ng just a little bit of like bragging rights because licensed and registered architect. I am already listed dun sa mga number of architects here in the Philippines and I also have a PRC ID. But then, there's nothing much of a difference. It's been a year since I've been a licensed architect. Magka-January na ulit. And, ayun, I'm still doing the same things. Up until you're ready to create or to be solo or to build your own firm, that's a different story. Yun yung magiging completely ibang-iba. Pero, ayun, and I also have some friends of mine or even architects na kilala ko na hindi agad sila nag-take ng examination. It took them, I guess, 5 years or 10 years, not because they didn't pass the architecture board examinations, but rather, they really chose not to. They took interior designing, nag-aral pa muna sila, or basically just discovered different things without having the bragging rights. And so, it's up to you kung anong gagawin mong option. Whether you immediately try to be an architect, want to be on a different career, go abroad. It's your choice. And so, know that a creative career is never linear. It goes up and down. Not because you see your friends na pumasa agad sila or yun agad yung pinapost nila. Doesn't mean you should too. We're talking about creative careers here. Hindi ibang bagay. Hindi siya pagpapakasal. Hindi siya those things. Just a creative career. It doesn't have to be same with your friends. If you're only doing it just because your friends did it, I guess there's something wrong. Dapat talagang gustong-gusto mo or probably dapat at least you have a purpose on why you're doing a certain thing. So there you have it. Just a quick one. I hope this has been valuable to you. I have a lot of playlists regarding architecture examinations, preparation for examinations, architecture in general, and just a little bit about sketching kasi yun yung passion ko. So just like always, focus on what matters, and I will see you at the next one.